I got a 2003 Honda Accord here. If you have a 2003 to 2007 Accord 3. And the code is 2628. That's a Bank1 sensor 1 oxygen sensor, which is located right back over here. This is a sensor right here. It's very easy to get to. The connector, I disconnected it from right here. All you do is you push on this and you pull on the connector, okay? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires, okay? So we have a sensor here. Let me give you a part number, and I am gonna give you a torque specs on this. So right here is a sensor. The part number is 2345010. Using a Denso, comes with the anti-seize right here. And this is the sensor, okay? Make sure your connector is the same before you even put it in. All right, so this is what the sensor look like. And I'm gonna replace this sensor on this car. So it's a very simple procedure, and you could do it right from up here or here. Bank1 is over there. If you have a code for Bank2 sensor 1, that's this one right over here. Cylinder number 1, 2. Cylinder number 1 is always a Bank1, okay? And cylinder number 2 will be Bank2. So this is Bank1, the code is for Bank1, and we're gonna replace that sensor. Very simple procedure. I'm gonna show you the tools, and I am gonna show you the torque spec on this as soon as I'm finished putting this in. So the tools that I am going to be using is, let me pull this off, stick it in there. So I have a socket here. This is for oxygen sensors only. So you do need to get special tool for this. You could use a number 22, also gear wrench or just a wrench. So this is 7x8, all right? It has a cut to it. What happens here is, see the wiring right there? The wiring goes right through that little hole, the little cut on the socket right here. So first, disconnect your sensor. All right. So I'm gonna be using this little extension if you want to do it my way, or you could go deep in here with the ratchet. So this one has a little curve to it, so I am able to, you see the angle that gives me? So it's gonna be really tough to get the sensor off. But if you have two hands, put one hand over here. I don't mean by if you only have one hand. I'm talking about like I'm holding a camera. If you're able to do it, but if you're not holding a camera, you should be able to turn this guy off, and the sensor comes right. Give it 1 or 2 turns. Be careful, it's not. If it's hot, be careful with your hands because it's gonna be really hot. So mine is cold, and here comes out the sensor. There you go. All right. Very simple procedure. So what we're gonna do is, this new sensor over here, always match up your connectors. All right, just pay attention to everything inside the pins. So this looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 7 pins. 2, 4, 6, 7 pins. All the cuts and grooves are in same position. Everything looks the same. So we're good to drop this sensor in there. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of this anti-seize. I do have an open one. I'm gonna go get that. Okay, so I got the anti-seize over here. So what we do is we take this sensor. I'm sorry if I got the wrong angle. Okay, this one has anti-seize on it, but I'm gonna put a little bit more anyway. Okay, that looks good. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this sensor, and I am gonna give you torque spec. So all you do is very simple. You take this sensor, you are gonna have to figure out how to get it in there. So just look in there, make sure you catch the threads, and this connector goes back onto that connector, but tighten it completely first. I am gonna give you torque specs and tighten it to the torque specs. If you want to do it by hand, you can do it by hand, but it's not necessary. But I am gonna leave this connector. You make sure when you put this in, you hear it click, and make sure you attach this right to the little clip where it was at, or it will touch things. Because I noticed how this guy is burnt. All right, so somebody left this loose before, and this is burnt. Maybe that was the reason why this sensor went bad. But anyways, after this, reset the light and make sure you take it for a spin. give it a cycle, turn it on and off, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have that code, take care of it. Should be easy and simple job. That's all the tools you're gonna need, and the Torx box, you got it. All right, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe again. The torque spec, we're looking at 33 foot-pounds. Very simple and easy. Make sure you put the connector in, make sure it clicks. Bada bing, bada boom.